wave, and they just keep bouncing and bouncing, and they propel themselves. But this surf spot for everyone on Oahu, it's called Town. We'll just go to Town. We'll go to Queens. This is called Threes. It's called the Wall. But everything is protected from all the buildings, right? So whenever it's windy, this place is just glass. But today, especially with you know the rain, it just turns into perfect conditions. So definitely something that if you wanted to get it on a longboard, you know, it's just right there. It's still gonna be some work, but it's probably the most forgiving wave that you can do. Back over there where the statue was. Over here you have this little pool. I bring my kids here, kind of casual when they were a lot younger, because it's totally just this ocean pool. And it has a funnel, it just funnels right in. And then look, not more than a mile outside, it just stops. Like he stops. There's our zoo, which is kind of a decent zoo. I don't know if everyone going around the world with zoos, but something to do. But literally right here, we just had this national volleyball tournament that was just packed, you know, last weekend.
National.
But right here, it turns into Kapiolani Park. Kapiolani Park, we have our outdoor auditorium called the Shell. But you could just take some lunch and come right here. And it literally just turns out of Waikiki. You just have a little bit of a brighter area with a million people less, right? And the fresher air. Actually, something that's happened recently in the last month is the beach a little farther down past our aquarium. Also, there's an aquarium right on the beach. Is we just had a first in a long time. We always have a Hawaiian monk seal, but it gave birth on the beach right here. They have it fenced off. You'll see it fenced off, and they actually had on my Facebook, they had a live feed. But you know, you're waiting for a seal to pop up and go on the beach, so you could be there a while. But again, my kid comes down here on the left-hand side, plays flag football. Tuesdays, Thursdays, like tonight, the guys will come back here at 5. You come back here on the weekend, the families are picnicking, everything's nice.
Is there fireworks today?
Fireworks here? No.
No?
Fireworks
No, it's
will probably be back over
the Friday, right?
Friday, but not
No, here.
over
I
here.
mean,
We're on the Royal Hawaiian. World War II Monument, War Memorial, but it's not accessible. It's all fenced off because it's turned into kind of a liability. But right here where they're doing some work on the left-hand side, it's called Kaimana Beach. And this is where the the monk seal has come up. So you can kind of still access it because you can't close it off. But, you know, I looked at the camera early in the morning, it was raining, but there was, you know, it's kind of like waiting for the fish to jump out of the water, or the whale to jump out of the water.
Is it dangerous to the swimmer?
Very so. So that's what they asked. That's why they closed it off. That's why they put some buoys in the water saying you can't swim around here, because they do. This whole area is so nice and calm for people to come swimming. But when you have this monk seal pop up in front of you, open its mouth, and so you have this lady on the news trying to splash the seal.
Wow.
This thing looks like it's about to bite her hand off. And, you know, the baby seal's right there. So it's kind of, on our left is Diamond Head crater, kind of hard, low clouds though. And really, I haven't seen the clouds this low for Diamond Head, not to see the crater itself. When we go around the bend, you can kind of look up and see there's still a couple bunkers there. It's a good hike. It's kind of a very friendly hike since it's all cemented. But right when we get to the stop sign and you look up, you can see a bunker there. There's a bunker here, but where it's cloudy the most is the peak. Diamond Head is known for monster old realty. They've got so much old houses, but that everything's worth, you know, $5 million here, $10 million, just the beachfront. And then more so on the right hand side, we're gonna go up around and see our Diamond Head Lighthouse. It'll be on the right, and then we're gonna stop at the Lookout, which is just a another gorgeous area that you can just see the surf spot. You get to see a little bit back toward Waikiki, but also looking backwards up, you can see how big the crater is. And then along the shore towards where we're going to go. We're going to go down the south shore. And for your surf lingo, it's 2 to 3 feet. The tide's coming in, just to let you guys know.
So now is a high tide or low tide?
The tide's coming in.
Oh, it's coming in. Is my voice loud enough back there?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
Ah? Lighthouses, because we just passed, we're passing the lighthouse right here.
Oh.
And we're gonna go to Lookout, which is called Cliffs. And this is definitely a hot spot for a lot of surfers. This is a mainstream kind of thing. Ambulance. Well, they too. So like I said,
Yeah,
like this surf spot, this surf spot over there is called
Okay.
Lighthouses.
Yeah.
And then this is the main spot, which is Cliffs. There's a lot of spread out waves.
Yeah.
Can I take a picture?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Good.
Oh, what's your
thank
name?
Yeah, Tyler.
Tyler. Henry. Stella. Yeah.
Stella.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
So the right
Tyler.
one, your flower is your ring,
Yeah.
your heart. I didn't get to tell you guys, the flowers
Uh.
are for your ring and your heart.
Uh,
That means you're taking. The right side, vacation.
right side. Oh, how did you know that? How did you know that?
什么意思？
这个右边是你来 vacation 的，左边好像这不是。
And
Huh?
you can't see one really, but right around the side, other side was cloudy. Look out there, but you gotta follow the depth. It was dug out for way back when.
The surfer. Yeah.
So then when we look down to the left, this turns into Black Point. Black Point, and the surf spot's called Caicos. You can see the little wave that's in the point. But again, all those houses right there, 15, 20,
Expensive.
like everywhere, right? That's on the beach.
Very expensive.
But again, like this place, you know, people can come and they want to adventure because Waikiki is sandy, and then this is close, and they want to try see how good they are. But it's forgiving, right? You can go out there, stay in here, practice, and then if you really want to, go out there, right? Got it. You guys, don't be shy, all right? Tell me what you guys want, and a picture or anything. Nobody knew about it for maybe 10 years, but it was a lot of the Yakuza. The Yakuza is the Japanese mafia.
Yeah.
And I took 3 years of Japanese. I went to Japan. I went to school with Akebono. Do you remember Akebono? Akebono was the first Grand Sumo champion that was half Japanese, half Hawaiian. So anyway, they were buying up all these places everywhere, building. And then the U.S. finally caught on that they were laundering their money. So they started seizing properties and still owned. They got resold on auction sales, but now on the beach, $10 million, and it's open. $20 million property is just open, and there's like 5 or 7 or 8 of these properties. You'll just see empty lot on the beach for sale, and all of them, like checking, are all still owned by some Japanese corporation. But look, still being taken care of. The guy's cleaning it. There's a wall. There's a fence. But when I was a kid, they all looked like this: just mansions with statues and beautiful walls, very, very cleaned up. But you just have them. You know, there'll be 2 on the left, 5 I mean, if you look it up right now, like these houses are 20, 23 million, 25 million. But just too much. But then again, boom, another one. You know, open land.
Open land.
But you still have to have access to the beach for sale, you know. And all of them, another open one. So when I was a kid, everything was just full. Everything was landscaped like this. Look at this one, another one.
So was there a house there? at one
Oh
point?
yeah, look, there's
They tore 'em
cement. There's
down.
torn down. You know, so like, and the big funny thing is that a lot of people were saying, thanks, you just washed our money again. So we just bought it for a cheaper price. Another one out here.
So, economy is no good now.
You know, this has been like this for years. Another one on the right, left. You know, so, but these are. I mean,
So where is the public access to the beach then?
you'll see at some of the little side. There'll be a little access. I saw 2 or 3 of them over there, but here.
So even the beach nearby,
Yeah,
it's a
probably-
private?
No.
No,
All the beaches are public.
Public.
But
Okay,
there's
all
only,
the beaches. Okay.
There's
Yeah.
only a few that you can get into. I mean, there's only a few accesses that you can get into. All right, so if we were to go straight, and I used to work here, it's called the Kahala Hilton. Now it's just called the Kahala. And this is where they have one of 2 and get on the park bench, eat some lunch.
Yeah.
Super, super pretty. Without kids, right? Before I have to go get them.
You have 3?
I have 3 boys. I'm still in the grind. I've got a 10, a 12, and a 15. So,
Really?
and I already
You
dropped them
are.
all off today. I dropped 1 at elementary, 1 at intermediate, and 1 at high school, and then did a U-turn and came and got you guys.
Oh, wow.
So, but I did stop where the ambulance was and checked out the waves for 15 minutes. So this is my home ground. You came down to is the rich Americans, the rich businessmen that came that wanted to start buying up all the land, take over, and otherwise they were going to forcefully take over and kill all the Hawaiians. And so that was what Queen Liliuokalani, didn't want. They didn't want any more bloodshed. So, but there were so many people that had a lot of money that took, and a point, and it's called Port Lock, another place that you can't touch this kind of thing, like $10-15 million homes. Beautiful though to look back.
That one?
And we can't really see. We're gonna go up past this, but let's take a hand count if we wanted to stop in for a malasada or kind of a little treat, something. I mean, it's something that for sure you have to have somewhere in Hawaii, whether it be. And this truck is Leonard's. Leonard's Bakery is one of the oldest bakeries, probably like 80 years old. And then all of a sudden, you guys definitely watch your step because there's like a little rubbery step down. So you guys need a hand right here. Put a hand on the shoulder.
这种天气反正射出来不会好。
So again, you can see the people hiking up. You see them right here? You see the little specks going up?
That's a track.
That's
along the track.
That's a railroad track
Rail,
that they used to bring up supplies up to the top. And
long
so-
time ago. Not used anymore, right?
No.
Oh, yeah.
But there is still a structure up there. It's a killer little bunker
How come they push it up? So you're
to
using
bring
the,
up supplies because that was
yeah, they're using steam machine or something.
a railroad track. It
Railroad,
was kind of like a
oh.
little pulley system.
Oh, pulling. Oh.
Yeah.
What did they fill it in with?
Oh, gosh. So all this, when my parents moved here in '66, this was all like chicken farms and nurseries and a lot of farming out here. And they just landfill after landfill. But these are all man-made marinas, right? And then, of course, you got your local Costco.
Oh, yeah.
You guys need to go there, right?
Yeah, but Sam's too, didn't they?
In my high school right here is this top building.
Ah.
And then you guys ever watch that Naked and Afraid thing where they have all the thorny bushes?
Yeah.
In Hawaii, this, not the one with the beads, but the other one is called koa. Not koa, I mean kiawe. Kiawe is actually, when it's dried like this, they sell it as barbecue wood.
Barbecue wood.
Yeah, but one of those ones where you like get near it and there's like 7, 10 little bob wires that just poke into you. I'll do a picture if anyone needs a picture somewhere. Wow, this is the ocean. It just turns deep blue. You'll see a humpback boost right here. I'm gonna pull over just a second because this is where I like to look at it instead of the lookouts. We'll just look at it from here for a second. Because we're gonna date ourselves. Remember Magnum PI?
Yeah.
All right, these turns coming up is with him and his red Ferrari. We're gonna go and do there's a place that everyone goes to do the lookout. It's called Halana Blowhole, and that's kind of a famous one. So looking out, you can barely see it. If you look straight out, you can see a shadow shaded. That's Maui. And we'll go there and we'll see a little resemblance of the islands. But I like this one because you can stop and kind of look at the turns. And then as a kid, I used to jump off this cliff.
Really?
Yeah, and then you kind of have to wait
How big is
until it
it?
swells up and you grab on. But, you know, when you're kids, this one right here. It's called Spitting Caves. Because you would go into a cave and spit back at you. But that's when you would jump, right? When it was spitting, you jump.
So do your kids do that?
No.
You don't
No,
This is the kind of stuff.
you did.
This is the kind of stuff you jump with sneakers on because you're hitting the water so hard. Yeah. But this is kind of a cool view, right? Now the crater, and you see the whole back side of it, and how green it is, and like the next mile, you just like you get so close to this and so close to that that when they cut their road, look at the layers of lava, right? It's such a like interesting to see how it's still like this in my whole life. This road hasn't changed one bit. I mean, even the guardrails, I think they changed it once. You know, so it's one of those ones.
Wow.
And again, right here, you know, now look at ocean. Looks a little more like ocean. And this is nothing. It's not even a swell. Sometimes you just see going rah, rah, and you're like, ho, 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 it's going to be big out there. And so you come around the corner, and I'll show you my home break. This is the next break, next the blowhole is called Sandy Beach. And this is where I was born and raised and body surfing.
So is the new Magnum PI film here also?
Hey, you know what's funny? I was just about to say, you guys are glad that you're not doing it on May 1st. They're closing this road because they're going to film.
Huh?
And so they're going to drive around here, right?
So all the stars must be here already.
I know.
Is it
It's the new version right now. The stars that we don't know anything about.
Oh, this is a big spot.
And then again, here, let's age ourselves again from here to eternity. This beach right here is where they had the first, you know, seductive kissing and singing. Dun, 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 dun. And we're going to try to snuggle in where? Where's our spot? Front? Hey, I called ahead. It's so, but look, you see how it's low tide just sucking and doubling up?
Yeah.
And again, sometimes the swell will hit this is called half point, and then outside would be full point. So it's kind of the swells hitting differently, but yet they'll go to this part because it'll be better for surfing.
Wow.
But again, pilot to co-pilot, there's rocks. You go straight, you're definitely gonna hit something. Yeah, doink, doink. But you see what he had? He had a Costco surfboard, a softboard, because he knows better. You get a board clocked inside of your head. I mean, boards go down, backwards, sideways, do a rollover, and then come back and slingshot into your face. So you always put your hand up first with. And then if I didn't leave to Costa Rica, like 5 or 6 of my friends are still lifeguards. So, these guys, let's see who's working today.
What do the orange flags mean? Just
Means don't go in.
oh, is that what it
No,
means?
it just means caution. It's
Caution.
warning.
Yeah.
They're is that
Good.
Jude? Jude or
Is it red or orange?
you know, they put them up
Orange.
every day of the week. It's just
Oh, okay.
it's warning because like you guys will go down there and take a picture 3 feet from the water, but then the next wave comes and takes you off your feet because it's not just, you know, it looks all beautiful and
So
but more so that shore break. The shore break is just
so the wave is higher than the Waikiki. Here.
harder for sure and
Harder or
shallow,
higher.
reef. Look at how shallow it is. Look how you have to dodge these rocks.
So that means the surfer's haven, or
So they usually drive by this, but I like to go here because this is my beach. That's it. So it's just like it's so much more of the real beaches is like that, and the reef and the rocks, and you know, like you have to jump off the rocks to get in and paddle over to the wave. You know, it's not just blah, 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 walk on the sand.
not for swimming here.
No, not at all.
Do they allow overnight camping?
Did you see the way the bushes were kind of cut away? Because a lot of the bushes used to be like this, and people would snug their cars in, so they put all these rocks. Because people would go over here, it's just parkland, and try to pull in, or pull in like like they used to be all like this, and they just cut the trees down, cut them down like so that they're not little houses. But still, you'll see people with their vans and more so coming out.
So she asked you if it's overnight parking here?
Parking? No, I mean,
No.
I wouldn't call it the safest place, but people do it.
But
I
you
mean, they
can.
camp here, like someone would have a rent-a-car and park here and camp. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I mean,
That's-
not like safe, unsafe, but just, you have to think about it. There's no lights here, no electricity, but still, that guy's doing it.
Yeah.
The car's always there.
All year long.
Another place called The Wall. Out there is called Left Point. All the places that I grew up surfing. And what's even funnier is you see the lines, the cable lines of electricity.
Yeah.
You see that little speck right there?
Yeah.
That's where they take off the parasail.
Oh.
And then this is the mountain that I was telling you about. On top here is a sidewalk that just goes off the side, and that they hang glide. And so again, like this is where I called ahead for my private parking.
People swimming there.
We'll pull here because it's a lot more casual. This is where I'd park, and where the other car is, you climb down the trail to this beach. But look back,
Yeah.
and you can see the lighthouse. Really go a little farther.
Oh yeah.
Here, let me go farther. I'll go.
Yeah, we
We'll
can see
pass all these lines.
Oh, I see it.
it. We can see it.
So you'll see so much of this art. People will sit here and paint that whole setting of the ocean and the cliff and the lighthouse. Anybody need a picture here?
Yeah.
Good.
Let's take a look, because this is a very, very, very can't imagine, but another golf course. Actually, this is part of the way that he took this freeway coming up to H3. It goes through the mountain and over to the other side of the island. So a lot of people that work here or work in town have to drive this route, or they'll do the H3, which gets them farther into downtown, or to go back. If I was to go straight where I took a right, it goes over the
Cemetery.
yeah. And you guys will go by like this one, and they'll go by the Valley of the Temple cemeteries. You won't see any tombstones because they're all flat. So. I'll take you to a park that's more over there, that we can kind of see it better. We'll be closer. That's why I'm saying farther away until we get where I was telling you, like, oh, man, what's how these close are going to be. Yeah, no, here's all right, but I'm saying farther away. Closer, the beach is going to.
어?
I can't wait for them to go. I know. So I see like the
chicken. Ah. Okay.真漂亮。
到人身上吧。 old
But,
trees.
yeah, they are so beautiful.
They're very old.
Do you know that name?
No.
I think it's typical only in Hawaii.
Yeah. But the last one, these are monkey.
Yeah. Ah, really?
Right,
Monkey.
Monkey trees, but they have another name.
Wow, lucky you. Get two.
저기 봐.那是鸡70秒。
还没有照那图。啊，我有帽子。
So you'll see the little fountain bit inside the little round part. Looks like a pineapple actually. Bringing pineapple in a tree. And it's another one of those ones that you'll taste it once and be like, okay, and then it's like poi. It's kind of like a blandless, airy grapefruit without any, juice to it. Again, like so much land but nothing planted. There's still pineapple. But like that's over there, there's a whole plantation. We'll go by that after North Shore. But like as a kid, again, like it used to be all the way over there, all the way over here. And because labor and because I want to say that I even heard that Dole was using, even though they were warned, they kept using a pesticide. And so they got fined and taken away their lease. Flooding for almost a couple years ago. Remember, it's really low tide, right? So the tide's coming in. But when you have high tide, full moon, and a huge swell, it's coming up. And the whole tournament, or the whole surfing championship, ends in Hawaii during the months of October, November, December, and January. So they have a holding period usually for Haleiwa from October, end of October until mid-November. They have like a 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks of a holding period. They gotta hold the contest if it's good or bad or ugly, whatever. So Haleiwa is one of the surf spots. Then the Pipe Masters, and then Sunset Pro. And those are the three for being a surfer. It's a big thing. So you can come into Hawaii and not be in the top 10, and then you could possibly win the title if you did well in these contests. So Those 3 contests are called the Triple Crown. Kind of smaller. That was bigger last week. But look at the way to get to it. So you have to kind of be a little adventurous and get down. So
On this side, it's quite calm, right?
this is super calm.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, but you'll come here, and the reason it's a little bit of swell, but it's because of tide.
Yeah.
Like, look, the tide's coming in. That's why you're getting the waves coming in,
Uh-huh.
because it's still pushing.
Oh. We're on
Yeah,
the bottom.
It's just something. But then, you know, like, this is the players, and everyone comes now more than ever touristy, but still, yeah. Oh, look at this VW bus. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what's funny is I had a bus that color,
you?
but mine was not the 16 one, was it 21 one now? What is it again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Huh.
My roommate used to
Yeah,
have one.
21.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. The Yellow Submarine. Is your fender better?
Somebody, she may have
So-
already had a screen.
Our problem is
It's a kite surfer.
no problem. We are calling ahead. We are calling ahead. Yes, we are.
So this is Turtle Bay?
No. The Castro Bay.
Oh,
Know
yeah,
that golf
that's right.
course? This is the beach that we want to have a turtle on.
Is this guy parasailing?
Yeah, surf sailing.
Surf
Oh,
sailing?
look at that. We got a front row spot. Here we go. Anyway, you hear that? Alright, so look. We're going to park here and walk back to where those cops were.
Okay.
Because I called ahead.
Okay.
Just make sure.
车都。
All right there. Is that where it was filmed?
Yep. Well, I mean the starting parts, right? When they're leaving.
Oh, where they're leaving from there. Never saw the private.
Oh, and yours was the Leo. That's what I did.